Hi everyone. Let me know if my stream is working and if you can see me and hear me. I am sorry for the delay. I had some technical issues. It's just one of those days where, just as I was about to click stream, my computer decided that it wants to reboot itself and update itself. So then it went through this like 20 minutes update on the Mac. So crazy, but let me see. So let me know how you're doing. How you have been going. I haven't seen you guys for 2 weeks. And so yeah, if you can hear me or see me, just let me know how everything's going. I've been well. I've been well and good. Just gonna see. I have another laptop in front of me now. I've just switched everything to another computer. But yeah, I feel like the camera's really near my face. So today I want to be talking about pollution, environmental pollution, and how it affects our skin and also our health, right? Because they are all like intertwined. But before we do that, let me see. I have my chat open now. So yeah, if you guys can hear me, let me know you can hear me. Just like type yes, hello, something, so I know that my stream is working fine. But maybe I should just listen to myself as well. Okay, I can hear myself, so everything is working fine. Hello, Lena. So yeah, just things like this makes you realize how much we rely on technology, right? And if one thing doesn't work and everything falls apart fairly quickly. But I think I should be all set. Yeah, so today I'm going to be talking about pollution, environmental pollution. I think it's something that is invisible, it's something that is always constantly around us. But a lot of people do not know how it impacts our skin. Some people think that it's just going to be dirt on my skin, but it is more than that. So today we're going to go through that. And then we're just gonna hang in there. Hi Jenny. Hi Jenny. So yeah, welcome to the Ceramiracle live stream. I'm Eugene here. I'm the founder of Ceramiracle, and I'm here with you at least once every 2 weeks, but try to do this every single week to talk about skincare and healthcare, and to help you make more educated choices when you use products on your skin and also when you consume products for your health. And today we're going to be talking about environmental pollution and how it affects our skin. Just a bit of housekeeping. We will have a giveaway today at the end of the live stream. So if you want to take part in the giveaway, you know what to do. You have to hang around until the end of the live stream. And then we also have a flash deal today. So the flash deal today is 15% off store-wide. And all you have to do is to just make your purchase. And just before you check out with the code pollution, POLLUTION, and that's where you'll be able to get 15% off your purchase. Hi Chelsea. And so this flash deal promotion is gonna last only until 11 p.m. Pacific time, so you have about 2 hours. and it's going to be for store-wide, so don't miss out on the offer. So let's talk about environmental pollution. And this is something that some people do care about a lot, especially if you live in a big city that has got a lot of pollution, right? So sometimes you can see and smell the pollution in the air. They can come in the form of like haze or smog. If you live in an industrial area, then you might see, like black smoke coming out from factories, the chimney of factories. But also just on your roads, you see cars, vehicles, they all emit pollution through their exhaust. So pollution is everywhere around us. It is not isolated to one area because, obviously, anything that goes into the air travels. So even if you live in like the rural part of the world, even if you live on a farm in the middle of nowhere, then you find that pollution from the big cities can do travel to where you are. And not just that, like even in like nature, right? Even in nature, or even if you live on a farm in like in nature in a rural place part of the world, you find that sometimes certain farming techniques also produces pollution. So yeah, it is something that you cannot avoid. It is something we have to live with. And I know that most countries in the world are taking a big step to reducing pollution and the impacts on the environment. But also, regardless of that, the levels today is definitely a lot higher than the levels that we see 10 years ago or 50 years ago, 100 years ago, right? So what exactly is in what exactly are the pollutants in the environment? So you have things like your heavy metals. So they could be anything from like lead to mercury and all these things. They uh, usually come from industrial waste. And you also have in certain cases you have uh, chemical toxins, right? So certain chemical toxins can vaporize into the air, and also some of them are also in the form of a gas. And then you have your general like dirt and grime, like your mineral dirts, things like your tar from your cars. So all these things, literally, and of course, when you have like a bushfire, and then and as long as something burns, then you have the smoke, right? All these things are all the pollutants that's all around. There's also other form of chemical pollutants that you might that doesn't come from industrial sources, but actually comes from your home. So we're talking about, like, let's say when you move into like a new apartment, and it has got like a fresh coat of paint, right? So some paints, especially the cheaper ones, they contain VOC, so volatile organic compounds, and these are chemicals that are, in the that can sublime or evaporate into like a gas form and just linger around in your environment. You also have maybe like new furniture that they have been coated or chemically treated, and this furniture over time starts to emit out again VOC on the chemical toxins. Same thing with like floorboards, and also even toys, like some certain toys, and literally anything that you buy that potentially might be coated with chemicals or treated with a chemical, they do have the potential to leach out chemicals into the environment. So yeah, so even if you are just like always indoor and you have your windows shut, you might still be exposed to all these pollutants that are literally man-made, right? As things that you bring into your home. So let me see. Yeah, so with these pollutants, they're gonna affect your health in a different way, right? Some people have allergies, or no, it can trigger like allergies when they are exposed to this chemical pollutants at home. And hi, Gwendolyn. So I'm talking about, like, because there are so many types of pollutants and they all affect our skin and health in different ways. So maybe let's talk about at home first, since I'm indoor now. How can VOCs affect our skin? The first way that VOC can affect the skin is, certain VOCs, they do I mean, they can be free radicals. So when they get exposed to your skin, when they land on your skin, it might affect your skin by causing maybe some irritation or inflammation. But I think what really for me is like a trigger is that because VOCs affect your health, so at the same time it just makes you more prone to allergies. And when you have an intolerance to the VOCs at home, and you develop like an allergic reaction. So it could be like you develop rhinitis, or you develop a cough, or it could be like even asthma. All this thing causes inflammation in your body, and especially around your respiratory tract. And when you have inflammation on like in your head, it's going to cause water retention. And it's also going to affect, like it's going to put a lot of pressure on your face and on your skin. And therefore, your blood circulation in your skin will definitely be affected. The blood circulation on your face will definitely be affected. And so what you notice is that, like your pores might seem more visible. Your face might blush or flush more easier, and I'm not talking about like the healthy natural blush, but more of like like I'm irritated. I look really irritated and red. So that kind of flushing can happen, especially when you're overly exposed to like VOCs in the indoor environment. And then also like just sensitization of your skin on the surface level. So you might notice that your skin becomes more reactive to different things. And then because when you have all this like inflammatory markers like rising in your body, and then when you are just so literally inflamed, right, then you also become really intolerant to a lot of the foods that you eat. So then things don't agree with you well, and then you might break out into hives. You might develop eczema. You might get even psoriasis. So just one simple source of pollution at home, it might seem really insignificant because it's coming from like a new cupboard, or like just like a new paint job on your wall, and people don't really think that it might affect the skin because okay, maybe it's just gonna make me like have difficulty breathing for a while, or it's just gonna make me uncomfortable. But then all this, your body is like is intertwined, right? Everything in your body, it has to stay in homeostasis, which is like this ultimate balance. And as long as anything is out of balance, then it's gonna affect every single part of your body. And most likely, most of the time, anything that affects your body internally will eventually surface on your skin, because your skin kind of acts like the mirror, and is also like a warning to let you know that something is not right. So if you notice that, maybe you have moved into a new place, or if you have just renovated your place, and then if you notice that your skin starts to be really reactive and like not being the same as before, your skin just feels like you're having a bad skin day, it could very well be due to the pollution that is happening indoor. So how are we going to address indoor pollution? I think the first thing is that if you are, let's say, moving into a new place, or if you are renovating your place, then you want to make sure that you choose paint that contain low or no VOC, right? And so today, most of the modern paints, and most of the reputable companies, they are required to declare the amount of VOCs that they have in their paint. So obviously the ones that are lower or has got no VOC, those are a lot more expensive. But I personally feel like that little price you pay goes a long way, right? Because the VOCs ultimately can affect your skin and your health. And for me, like the biggest fear is that it might trigger something, and then it might develop into a chronic condition, right? So some people, they might just it could just be like a one-time trigger for them to have like hives, and then the hives just never go away, and it just stays with them for the rest of their life. So all you need sometimes is just one single trigger, and it's going to cause you a lot of discomfort for a long time. So that's why I think it is important to invest in a higher quality paint that has got lower VOCs or even no VOC. Again, at any time, if you have any questions about what I've been sharing, feel free to chat with me and ask me about it. I'm happy to reply to you guys immediately. And then the other type of things that you can find at home that might have VOC would be like obviously your new furniture, and this is something that it's really hard because obviously we don't make our own furniture, right? We have to buy, we buy our furnitures, and it's really, and so far till today I don't think you can find like a place that makes, I don't know, like organic furniture or chemical free furniture, because obviously unless you are really good with like with your nails and wood, and you can build your own stuff, right? Most likely whatever you buy like from the store, from the carpenter, right? They might be, most furnitures today, have a varnish, or they might have, they have like a coating on it, a veneer, a laminate, yeah. And it uses glue, and glue obviously can emit VOC as well. And most people might have noticed this, is that when you like maybe buy like a new cupboard, and you open it like in your room for the first time, and then your eyes just burn and sting, and then you have this horrible like smell coming from like the new furniture. It's the smell of new furniture, but it's not a pleasant smell. So those are literally, those are your volatile organic compounds, your VOC. And to me, like that VOC is really bad because like immediately the reaction that you get from your eyes, like just tearing and burning from it, just tells you like how toxic those things are. And so I so I think with furniture it's a bit harder because obviously unless you make your own furniture, you're not gonna avoid that. So what I do, what a lot of people do, and this is something that I've learned from like the Chinese people, like, in China, right, is that a lot of them, when they buy new furniture, they will literally sun the furniture. So if you have like a cupboard that you just bought, instead of like putting it in your bedroom once you've bought it, like bring it out to the backyard or the garden, and making sure that it's not, it's a bright sunny day, and let it sun out, outside for at least like a few hours, or it's best that you do it like for one day, and then bring it indoors, because like the heat from the sun then expels the VOC compounds and the VOCs from the furniture. So therefore you reduce the amount of VOCs that's emitted from your furniture when you bring it in. Obviously, over time, as the furniture stays indoors, it's gonna reduce, and reduce to a point where it stops emitting the VOC. But it is unavoidable. So I would say that if you find that you are potentially intolerant to chemicals and you need to get new furniture, then you want to sun it first. But otherwise, I'm not sure if even people are doing it. It could be like a business idea for some of you guys, like to make organic, natural furniture that has got low or no VOC. Hi, Gabriella. So yeah, so all this organic compound that's being emitted from your paint and your furniture, new furnitures, and even certain things like new bed sheets. So you should always wash your bed sheets when you buy them, because they can be coated with chemicals, and or they might have been sitting on like the shelf for maybe even years, right? So you always want to wash all these new things that you have bought to make sure that you don't transfer like the pollutants over to your body and your face. And then the next thing is we're going to talk about. So this is funny because this is not a pollutant, but and this is never intended to be a pollutant, but because of commercialization, this thing has become a pollutant in that sense. Because to me, the idea of pollutant is something that shouldn't naturally occur in the environment, and when being exposed to it, it can cause your skin or your body harm. So I'm talking about fragrance, and I'm talking about the fragrance that's in certain detergent, your laundry liquid, and even like your room fragrance. So a lot of times, like the cheap detergents, the cheap laundry detergents, in order to give you the impression that it's cleaning your clothes really well, then it contains really high levels of fragrance. And this fragrance, obviously they are not from like essential oils, right? Because laundry liquid is really cheap. There's no way they can find any natural essential oils in there. But what they do contain is aroma chemicals. Not all aroma chemicals are bad, but there are some that can potentially sensitize your skin and your affect your health as well. So you find that those laundry liquids, they do have very high amount of all the synthetic fragrances, and a lot of them can do irritate you or your skin. Same thing with certain cheap room fragrance, your interior parfum, your vaporizers, your even candles, certain cheap candles, fragrance candles. All those things can contain chemicals in them, and when you use them or when you light them on, what they do is that as you the moment you can smell the scent, you the moment you can smell something, like it would have already been on your face and your body, right? So all those things are also potential triggers that can be found indoors that can affect your skin. So the other thing you can do to reduce, let's say if you do have new furniture at home or etc., is you can have like an air purifier at home, like a good high quality air purifier with a HEPA filter. So those things do help to reduce the load of VOCs that you have indoors. And so if you find that you're struggling with your skin, or if you're struggling with your breathing, then that would be a good idea or a good option to have at home. So that's about like the indoor pollutions. I believe there are other types of pollutions that you can find indoors, but those are the main ones that will really do affect your skin and your health. And then going outdoors, those you have things like your vehicles, anything that is mechanical, anything that runs on mechanical, unless it is electric powered, it will definitely produce pollution. And once upon a time, like vehicles do emit lead from their exhaust. So that's gone now, but still we are finding that it is still in the air. So not just from vehicles, but also from factories, industrial waste, and also from the burning of forest, deforestation. So all these things will then introduce different forms of VOC chemicals into the air. It will also introduce things like tar. It will also introduce heavy metals into the environment. So as we breathe in the pollutants and as it lands on our skin, in some extreme cases, right? So let's say if you live in like a very populous city that has got a lot of vehicles and people and whatnot, and sometimes you find that if you go out for a whole day outdoors, at the end of the day, when you just when you wipe your face with a tissue, the tissue turns black. So those are pollutants that you can see. What you can see and what you cannot see, those can be equally harmful. So when you're outdoors, it really depends on just the environment that you're living in, the place that you're living in. The different parts of the world have got different form of pollutants. The pollutants not only can land on your body, but it can also land on the ground, right? As it lands on the ground, then it gets absorbed by the plants, or even like so. And these are the food that we eat. So then when it's this pollution cycle is kind of endless, because unless we are throwing the pollutants out into outer space and never looking back, they're gonna stay on Earth, and it just find ways. It's just gonna travel from like places to places, right? So it's gonna travel from the sky to the land. It goes into the soil. It might seep into your rivers, and it might seep into your oceans, and then like the fish is going to eat that, and the fish is gonna have like high amounts of heavy metals in it, and then you are gonna eat the fish, and then the heavy metal transfers to your body, and so yeah, so it's just you can never get rid of the pollution, but because a lot of times when we create the pollution, this process creates pollutants that are almost impossible to get rid of. So we do have to take care of our skin and our health daily, because we can't get rid of the pollutants. Then we need to make sure that we can either shield our body from the pollution or protect our health from being affected by the pollutants. So when pollutants land on your skin, especially outdoors, and I'm talking about like the pollutants that you get from, let's say, like smoke, right? And things that you can see. Those things will then as they stick onto your skin, they go into your pores, and they can accumulate and stay in the pores. So over time, then it reacts with the sebum on your skin that your skin naturally produces, and that sebum with the reaction of like the pollutants forms what we call like a blackhead, right? So when you squeeze a blackhead and you see, the tip of the blackhead is black, and that's why it's called a blackhead. So the black part is literally a mixture of oxidized sebum with pollutants. So the more polluted your environment in, the darker your blackhead is going to look, right? So number one is that like pollutants in the environment can cause you to get blackheads, or can increase the amount of blackheads that you get. So if you go to like big cities around the world, you notice that more people have blackheads versus when you go to like the countryside, and people hardly have blackheads there. And so that's the main reason why. So obviously it causes blackheads, and you know that when you have blackheads on your face, and if you do not get rid of it, and if it stays in your face, it is going to over time affect your pores. It's going to make it. It's going to stretch your pores, and it's going to make it more visible. So that's like the long term effect of having blackheads. But at the same time, right? So then, if your skin then becomes sensitized, or if your skin becomes reactive, and you have lots of blackheads on your face, those blackheads can potentially become acne, right? So when your blackheads becomes acne, then you have inflammation on your skin, and then when you pick on those acne, it's going to result in scarring. It's going to result in post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. So really, how it all starts is it really started from the pollution, and then the life cycle is that it become a blackhead, and then if you're lucky, the blackhead becomes an acne, and then the acne becomes a scar, and that's where your skin gets affected. The other thing you can do for pollutants is that, as I said before, it can make your skin really reactive, and it can sensitize your skin, right? So it might make you very reactive and sensitive. Then therefore your skin doesn't agree with most things. So that is the other really harmful effect of pollutants on the skin. But also not forgetting that a lot of times our skin do absorb pollutants and carry it through into the bloodstream. So certain compounds, because they are so small, they are able to pass through your skin, and it's going to go into your bloodstream, and then it's going to affect your health. So in those cases, anything that can pass through your skin so easily, and if they are a toxic compound, over the long run, they're gonna also affect your skin barrier. It's gonna make your skin weaker, and as your skin barrier weakens, it will not be able to resist the penetration of all these toxic compounds into your skin, and therefore then it might result in your skin starting to dry out easier. You might get dry skin. You might also get it might also accelerate skin aging, right? So your skin, because it's not performing and functioning in its best possible manner, it's going to age faster. So it's just little things that react on your skin, but because pollution is constantly around us, over time, it just has that effect on the skin. So how can we prevent, or at least support our skin as we are being exposed daily to all these pollutants? The first thing, let's talk about maybe like on the outside. What you can do is, obviously, at the end of the day, you want to use like a cleanser that can get rid of like the dirt and the grime on your skin. And that is why I've developed the Cell Soldier cleansing balm, because I find that with like a normal cleansing, like a makeup remover or a normal like cleansing foam, it doesn't really get rid of a lot of all these pollutants and VOC compounds, because of two reasons, right? So one reason is that, as I've mentioned before, like the formation of blackheads or anything that is in your pores is the reaction with the sebum, and sebum is an oil, and then an oxidized sebum becomes a wax. Now, if you have noticed, right, if you try washing like your hand, like it is really hard to get rid of wax with like a normal foaming cleanser. The best thing to get rid of wax is to use oil, right? So if you notice that a lot of people use orange oil to remove wax from their tables or even from the walls, like if you have, or even like chewing gum, right? If you have chewing gum stuck onto your hair or somewhere else, you know that like just rubbing it with soap is not going to get rid of it. But the best thing to get rid of the chewing gum would be to use oil. The same thing on your face, right? The best thing to get rid of like the blackheads and the clogged pores, and like the oxidized sebum would be to use an oil. So using an oil-based cleanser in this situation is really, really helpful, as it helps you to really deep cleanse the pores. Then the other benefit of using an oil-based cleanser is that it doesn't affect the pH level of your skin. So your skin can remain in this healthy acidic stage. And then lastly, it also has the potential to restore your skin barrier while you're cleansing it. And that's why I use Cell Soldier every single night. Like this is like my nighttime cleanser. I use Berry Blast cleanser in the daytime because, you know, as I'm sleeping at home at night and I have my air condition on, I don't get so much pollutants from the outside. But when I'm outside during the day, then at the end of the day, I want to make sure I use the Cell Soldier cleansing balm, because, you know, you might also be using your sunscreen on your face, and your sunscreen can also trap all these pollutants in the air. So using like a cleansing balm like Cell Soldier is really helpful. It's going to help to get rid of like the not only like your daily like dirt and grime on your skin. It's also going to help to draw out, you know, like the oxidized sebum from your pores. So I do recommend using this if you are looking at like building like an anti-pollution skincare routine. So the other thing would be, of course, the Marine Matcha Detox Mask. Again, designed specifically for this purpose. So Marine Matcha Detox Mask contains chlorophyll from chlorella and spirulina. So these are both like green superfoods that we consume internally, but you can also use them topically on your skin, because with chlorophyll, what chlorophyll does is a chelating agent. And chelating agent is something that attracts, I think, positive or negative ions. Forgot it. But what it does is that when you use the Marine Matcha mask on your face, it is going to attract, you know, like the heavy metals and the toxins that's residing in your pores, and to draw them out to the surface. So then you'll be able to, and this is even like more of a deep draw out compared to like using a cleanser. So that's why this is a treatment mask that you can use, you know, like 2 to 3 times a week. But on certain days, I do use it every single day because it is so gentle, right? It doesn't dry and crack on your face like a normal clay mask would. But you know, but it's gonna make your face really calm, and it's going to, you know, like deep cleanse your face again, deep cleanse your pores without irritating it. So Marine Matcha Detox Mask is really helpful. Again, you know, if you want to do like an anti-pollution skincare routine, you must include this into your routine. So those are the two main things that can help to sort of like reduce the impact of pollutants on your skin at the end of the day. But how about during the day, right? When you're heading out. So this is where the Balance Warrior Probiotic Cream comes in really helpful, because this product here helps to restore your skin barrier. It helps to rebalance it, but at the same time, it also reduces the sebum output from your skin, so your skin stays matte. Now, having a matte skin that has got reduced sebum output is really important because it helps. Because if your skin is oily, uh, you'll be able to trap more dirt and pollutant on your skin because then they stick onto your skin, right? So you want to make sure that throughout the day your skin stays really matte, and this is where Balance Warrior comes in really helpful. It just helps your skin stay matte, and it's going to make your skin non-reactive as well. So in a way, it is not just a protectant, right? But it is also kind of like a prevention in the sense where some people do have sensitive skin and their skin reacts to pollutants very easily. Balance Warrior do have the ability to make your skin non-reactive. So even if you are like, okay, if you know that today I'm going to the industrial area, it's going to be really dusty, it's going to be really polluted. Then if you use the Balance Warrior cream on your face as a moisturizer, it is going to protect your skin. It's going to reinforce the skin barrier, and it's going to make your skin non-reactive. So this is like my to-go moisturizer, especially as part of like an anti-pollution skincare regime. So other things you can use would be things like the First Light Serum. That's also quite helpful because it just supports like the skin, and because the First Light Serum is probably the best skincare barrier that you can buy in the market now, right? So because it is based on and inspired by the Vernix Caseosa, which is the best natural skin barrier. So that's the outside, and then for the inside, what you can do for the inside is you want to definitely increase the amount of antioxidants that you have internally, but you also want to give your body like certain nutrients that can help to speed up like the detoxification process. So so marine matcha, obviously, like the supercharged green tea, this is really helpful, especially if you're living in the city, right? This is like instead of having coffee in the morning, you should have the marine matcha instead, because you're gonna give your body a good dose of chlorophyll coming from the spirulina and chlorella, as well as green tea, and all this is going to help to give your body like natural chelating agent to draw out all the heavy metals and environmental toxins that your body absorbs. So it's gonna keep your body and your skin healthy from the inside out. And because it contains green tea, it has got like a natural balance of caffeine and theanine in it. So when you consume this in the morning, you do get like that burst of energy. But unlike coffee, it is not going to make you crash, right? Because it does have the L-theanine in there to kind of balance out, like the boost of energy that you get. So this would be a good addition, and I find that this is like a must have and a must drink if you are living in the city. Oh, I don't have my berry. So the other supplement you can consider is definitely Berry Blast. So Berry Blast is an antioxidant supplement that contains many berries, a lot of berries. And what Berry Blast does is it just increases the antioxidant capabilities of your body, because any pollutant, when it's being absorbed by your body, becomes a free radical. And that free radical just gives your body a lot more burden. So what you want to do is to increase your intake of antioxidants in the form of like your fresh and brightly colored fruits and vegetables daily. But obviously, we are not going to have access to that every single day. We might not have our vegetables and fruits every single meal. So having Berry Blast as a supplement is a good way to again supplement your diet with that dose of antioxidants. And certain things that might do help is if you find that your skin is very reactive, and if you tried skincare and it doesn't help, then the two products that you can consider to try and make your skin non-reactive would be either Cell Soldier or Gut Warrior. So Cell Soldier is an anti-inflammatory from the turmeric plant, right? Turmeric contains curcumin, a compound that is not only an anti-inflammatory, but it also supports the liver, it supports detoxification. So if you find that your skin is very reactive and you live in the city, and if you're always under pollution, you might want to try Cell Soldier and see if that helps to reduce reactiveness on your skin. But if that doesn't help, then more likely or not, your reactive skin could be due to an imbalance in your gut and skin microbiome. So we're talking about the imbalance of like the bacteria, the good and the bad, both on your skin or in your gut. So in that case, then you can try Gut Warrior, because Gut Warrior is gonna supplement your digestive tract with a dose of your Saccharomyces boulardii and your Bacillus coagulans. So those two are shelf-stable probiotics that helps to support the gut. And once you support the gut, you're gonna see definitely improvements in your skin as well. So if you have reactive skin and if you cannot tolerate pollutants on your skin becomes red or angry or irritated or itchy, then you might want to try either using Gut Warrior or Cell Soldier to see if either of this product can fix your issues with sensitive skin. So obviously anti-pollution skincare is not as mainstream as like your skin brightening routine or your anti-aging routine, but for me I find that it is really important because it is something. Pollutants are things that we're exposed to every single moment of our life, so you want to make sure that you protect yourself from all these pollutants. So that's today's sharing on pollutants. And let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, we're going to head into the giveaway. So today's giveaway, I am going to give, since I have been talking about the Cell Soldier, and I think that a lot of people haven't tried the Cell Soldier, so I'm gonna give out one Cell Soldier today as part of today's giveaway. So if you want to get your hand on a Cell Soldier as your gift, all you have to do to join the giveaway is just let me know that you want to do the giveaway, and just say hi or say hello on the live chat. And then once you have typed that, then I'm going to put your name in the lucky wheel, and we're going to draw the lucky wheel and see who gets a chance to win Cell Soldier as your gift. So we're going to ship this to you wherever in the world you are. We're going to select one winner today. So the live stream giveaway starts now. It's Cell Soldiers today's giveaway gift. All you have to do is just like say hi to me on the live chat. You can live chat with me on YouTube or Facebook or on our website live.ceramiracle.com. So let me bring up the music. So let's talk about Cell Soldier a bit, because Cell Soldier is a great supplement. Like it's something that I would say that is like a multi-functional supplement, because you can take it if you feel like you are getting rusty in the joints, because it contains curcumin, and curcumin is really good for people who are starting to develop like mild aches and pains in the joint, due to age or due to overuse. So if you feel like your joint is painful, then you can try Cell Soldier. I've received some really good testimonials from people with like joint pain, and they take Cell Soldier, and it helps to relieve it, because it's curcumin is a natural anti-inflammatory, so it's going to block the pain markers in your joint, but at the same time it's going to reduce the swelling. Then Cell Soldier is also good for people who might probably have like a lower immunity. So if you feel that you're always like falling sick, if you're always catching a cold, Cell Soldier might be good because it does boost your immune system. It contains the broccoli, broccoli contains sulfurous compound, which is helpful for your liver in supporting the liver health. It also contains moringa and graviola. So all these ingredients are also natural immune boosting plants and fruits that can gonna help to support your health. Cell Soldier is also great for people maybe if you feel like your liver is sluggish. So and by sluggish liver, it could be like maybe you are like a regular alcohol drinker, or if you live in an environment where it's really polluted and you can feel like the effects that it has on your liver, like your skin doesn't clear up as quickly as it used to. Your skin becomes reactive. You know, all these things are you start to develop hives. All these things are signs of a sluggish liver. So Cell Soldier does help with that as well. So once again, we are doing the live stream giveaway. I'm gonna give out like one Cell Soldier to one person on watching the live stream today. All you have to do to participate in the live stream is to just like type me a comment on the live chat. It could be anything like a hi, like a hello, and I'm gonna put your name on the lucky wheel, and then we'll spin the wheel. Thank you, MJ, Gwen, Gabriel. I've put your names in here. I hope so too. In fact, if you guys like watch the live stream every week, you have a chance of, you know, like winning something, because, you know, this giveaway happens every live stream. Anyway, so we might not be able to live stream to YouTube from next month onwards, because I think they have changed some of like their settings, and we are not able to like multiple stream to Facebook and YouTube and our website, right? So I'm not sure how it works, but we might still be able to, but I need to figure that out. And if we can't, then we probably will be only streaming on Facebook, or we might be only streaming on YouTube. But I'll send you guys an email, like, you know, if there's any changes. Hopefully we can go around that, right? So I just feel like maybe because like all this, as more and more people are going to be live streaming, like all these platforms, they just want to have all the traffic to themselves. So we'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure we can get around that. Okay, I've got one last minute for you to put your name onto the lucky wheel, and then I'm gonna spin the wheel. So if you're just watching this now, I'm doing the live stream giveaway. We're giving out one Cell Soldier, and this contains 60 capsules. It can either be a 1 or 2 month product, and all you have to do is to just like type something on the live chat, and I'll put your name in the lucky wheel. The lucky wheel music is coming up. Okay, final 10 seconds. So if you haven't typed something on the live chat, do it now within 10 seconds, and you can still be in the running to take part in today's giveaway, which is one Cell Soldier, and this is going to be delivered straight to your doorstep, you know, wherever in the world you are. Okay, that's it. I've got all your names for all of you guys who have typed me something in the live chat. Your name is here, and I am going to spin the wheel. Oh, someone just made it. Hi, Billy. Someone just made it in time. Okay, that's it. So your names are on the wheel. I'm going to spin it now. Ooh. There we go. The winner for today's giveaway is Billy Howard, who have just joined the live chat like at the last minute. Congratulations, Billy Howard on Facebook. You are today's winner of the giveaway. Congratulations. So we have a winner today, but there will also be a winner next week and the following week, every single week where we do one giveaway. So I hope you guys have learned something today about environmental pollutants and how it affects our skin and our health. And you know, we do have products that can help you support your skin, protect your skin from the pollutants. I've talked about the marine matcha mask today. I've talked about the Cell Soldier cleansing balm. I've talked about the Balanced Water Cream, and also I've talked about like the Cell Soldier supplement. We do have the flash deal today, which is 15% off store-wide, and all you have to do is to check out with the code pollutant before you make your purchase, and you get 15% off your purchase. And that's going to be only until 11 p.m. Pacific time today, so that's going to be in about an hour's time. So that's it. I'll see you guys next week at the same time with a different topic. And stay safe, stay healthy, and stay beautiful. Bye, guys.